Today we're going to check out the LT Shooter Drone Extreme from LTX here. Not a bad little flyer. It's got a few little bugs and issues with it, but it is a lot of fun. It will hold 10 discs up here. Comes with 20, so you get 10 spares. Shoots them right out here. Has a very X5C-esque sound to it, and it does have the geared motors here. 650 milliamp hour battery in here with the JST connector. I've tried some other batteries I have with JST in here and none of them fit, so it is a bit of an odd size. I can give you guys the dimensions if you wish, but you also get long flight times out of this, so not going to be a huge issue for you. So today we're in the living room. We got a stormtrooper over here. We got some superheroes and another stormtrooper over here. And I got this little camera set up here. I got a Yi camera over there. We are going to test the shooting function of the shooter drone. So let's do it. Let's get it up in the air. So to do that, you have your auto launch button here. These are going to be your rates button. For what we're doing here, low rate's going to be fine, so I'm not going to worry about the rate at all. And your shooting button is up here in the top right. So auto launch, we will launch up. And it does have altitude hold. Altitude hold gets a little wonky. So we should be lined up with Mr. Stormtrooper here. So let's just say you're on the Kessel run and you're hoping to avoid any Imperial entanglements. So, but you run into a Stormtrooper and we just happen to have our LT shooter drone here. So we launch it up in the air. How accurate is this gonna be? Is it gonna be more accurate than Imperial blasters? Let's check it out, let's check it out. So shoot, we got a kneecap. We kneecapped the Stormtrooper there. So what else we got here? Chest shot. Yeah, okay, so 2 for 2 here. Let's see if we can get a headshot. See if we get a headshot. Boom, right in the face. Got that Stormtrooper right in the face. You guys see that? Are you guys seeing this? Ba-boom. Okay, so let's back up. We're doing pretty well here, real close. And as you guys can see, it kind of bobs a little bit and it's drifting a little to the right. It's probably catching a lot of its prop wash in here. But, okay, so let's back up a little bit. Shoot. Oh, we got him again. I think we're shooting 100% right here. So, we missed. First miss. I think we're what, 4 for 5 now? So, come over this way. We'll try it at an angle. Shooting. Oh yeah, we got him. We just grazed him there, so that's not probably the best. We just wounded him. Let's come back over this direction and back it up, back it up. Boom. Oh yeah, we got upper body wound right there. We're good. We got him. Oh, another Stormtrooper pops out. So what do we got here? Oh, we missed. How about another one? Oh, and I don't know if you guys saw there at shot 2. A lot of times towards the end of its, let's land it here. We'll hit the auto land button. Hopefully it does its thing. There it goes. It does its thing. So we're out of ammo there. That was 10 shots. And a lot of times there, the 9th and 10th shot came out together. So be aware of that, I guess. I'm going to pick these guys up and then we're going to see how accurate we can be with these little heroes over here. And Dumbo's chilling back here. Won this last night at the Pee Wee prom for my daughter, so that was good. Anyway, let me pick up these discs. So we'll give you a little loading demonstration here. It's pretty simple. I find it's easy to pinch this little cylinder that comes in and then that pops it right up. Otherwise, it's a little bit difficult to get your fingernail under there. So there's 10, close it up, good to go. So we took care of our Stormtrooper here. Let's lay him down. You're done. But he's got his little friends over here, Spider-Man, Batman, and little Stormtrooper. So, we got our shooter drone. We'll launch it up in the air, give it some throttle. Let's go for Spider-Man first. Oh, we missed. We're bobbing. We're bobbing. Oh, we got Dumbo, but we want to hit the heroes. The heroes have taken over Dumbo. Oh, we got Batman right in the junk. Oh, Spider-Man right in the all right, so we're not knocking them over here. I thought these guys might fall over. It shoots with some decent power. Oh, we got Batman's cape. And we're already empty. So we'll land it. That is the one big con with this, I would say, is the, you know, you gotta land it. I mean, what do you really want? Because how many of these are you really gonna hold? But it is a little bit of a process, you know, landing and reloading. So one little con on there. We'll just do a few more shots. I wanna see if I can get like a face shot, tip them over. Tip them over. So here's that bobbing issue. It'll do this like indoors and outdoors. Like the altitude hold, I almost wish it didn't have the altitude hold because, ooh, we got a double shot there. Another double shot. So that's the problem too with the double shots. Then you end up having to reload more because you're 2 for 1. 2 for 1 shots, but it doesn't always work out real well. So let's go back. I really want to tip at least one of these guys over. I mean, come on. Let's just do this here. Let's just get it done. So we got room for one more. Whoops. Room for one more. Maybe even 2 more. I don't know. That might have only been 9. Let's go up in the air. I mean, it doesn't fly half bad. A little bit loud. Be aware of that if you're buying this for the kiddos or whatever. Let's go right up to this, guys, and see if we can. Whoa. I think we gave Spider-Man some kneecap. Oh. Come on. Stormtrooper. No. Can't knock him over. Got him with 2 shots there. 2 shots on Spider-Man. All right. So, anyway, there you go, guys. The LT shooter drone here, not the most powerful of cannons up here, but hey, what do you want for the price of this thing? And probably you don't want to hurt anybody with this. So originally I was thinking I could fly this with like an FPV camera and maybe shoot some tiny whoops out of the sky, and that'd be fun, but I don't think you would actually knock anything out of the sky with this. Maybe, you know, wing them and throw them off balance for a second, but I don't think you're knocking anything out of the sky with this. So pretty decent flyer indoors, and it's a lot of fun trying to shoot different targets. I'll give you guys a little outdoor demonstration, show you guys how it flies outside. It doesn't fly half bad, but the altitude hold, it's a little wonky on it. But as long as you're going forward and flying around, it's pretty good. And I'm not sure you guys would really want to fire this outside. You probably lose your discs pretty quick. I don't know if they sell replacement discs for this. You could probably match it up with some other sort of Nerf gun or something like that. But anyway, let's check out the outdoor flight. Here we're going to do a little outdoor flight with the LT Extreme shooter drone from Little Tykes. It is the pretty cool little thing. I don't have any of the discs in here, but this shoots the discs, obviously. We're not going to be doing that today. This is just going to be an outdoor flight demonstration. Fairly calm right now. This one does have altitude hold in it. Altitude hold can be a little wonky, so be careful of that if you're going to fly this outside. Has the battery down here. It is with the JST connector. I believe it was like a 650 or 700 or something like that. So, and the transmitter is very bare bones. You have your launch and land key, and then if you hold it for like 3 seconds, it will do like an automatic shut off. And then up here is your shooting the discs button, and over here is your rates. Just 2 rates on this one. It doesn't get super quick, but it does actually fly pretty good considering it's carrying a bunch of extra weight here. So, has an on-off switch down here. Also has a micro USB charger. You can charge the battery with your hobby grade style if you have the JST, and has an on-off switch there. So I believe it auto binds. You might have to do an up-down, probably not. And we'll just go. The other thing is I don't like is it doesn't really give you an audible warning of whether it's in low or high. So we'll figure it out when we get in the air, I guess. So auto launch, and I think this is going to be the high rate. Let me hit this button again. Honestly, I'm not sure. I am not sure. But it flies okay. The altitude, we'll watch the altitude hold here. It gives you a little bobbing, a lot of up and down. So I'm not a huge fan of altitude hold quads as it is. But I mean, as long as you're going forward, it works pretty well. But it doesn't necessarily hover. Let's bring it in here and try to hover it. So, you know, hands off the sticks, it might just be, there might be a slight breeze going that way that's pushing it that way. But you see how it bobs? And it does this indoors too. So, I mean, that's kind of a downer with this guy, especially because normally it wouldn't bother me so much. But since you kind of want to hover with this guy to shoot and to aim, it's a little bit of a downer. I wish maybe you could shut the altitude hold off, or it just worked better. I mean, I kind of understand why they did the altitude hold, because in theory it makes it easier to fly and shoot. So if you were like flying around here and you're getting forward like this and you wanted to shoot like this, it does perform pretty well. You know, it holds its altitude pretty well when you're going forward. It's going down a little bit there, but nothing too major. But once you go into hover, oh, now it's gonna make a liar out of me. Is that what we're doing? So right here it's holding its altitude pretty well. Not doing too much bobbing. A little bit of drift with the slight breeze we got. Let's not land on the roof. I don't feel like climbing up there today. And, you know, this one I wouldn't expect to be a great flyer, but for what it is, it flies pretty decent. Just a little bit of an issue with the altitude hold there, where, see that now it's doing the bobbing a little bit. So the barometer leaves a little bit to be desired for hovering. So you guys can probably see that, right? Let me bring it in a little closer. And I'm kind of holding it in place. It wants to go, the wind is just breezing this way just slightly. So I'm just giving it a little bit of pitch or a little bit of roll the other way. And so here we're bobbing a little bit. So, I mean, normally I would say it depends on your air pressure that's going to do that, but it does that indoors quite a bit too. So the altitude hold sensor is not great on this guy. I want to figure out what rate we're in here. So I'm going to push this button and go forward. Don't really notice any difference. Maybe it's a little slower here. I don't know, hard to tell. I mean, it's not a super quick flyer. It's not intended to be. So let me push this other button and see what happens there. Excuse me. You know, I'm just not seeing like a lot. Maybe this is the high rate. I don't know. I'm moving it. So that's one little bit of a con I would have. I hope I'm not giving you guys like another one of these. Let me just try these buttons. That might be like headless mode or something. So let me push these buttons. So push the one to my left, okay? And let's come back. So I mean, it's decently fast. All right, let's push this one to the right. All right, I think to the right, that seems a little bit faster. So to the right, I believe, is gonna be your high rate. I really wish it gave you the 2 beeps like most of the transmitters do. But I mean, it doesn't fly half bad. Try to give you a funnel here. You know, and that's about as good as we're gonna do for a funnel. Not terrible. I've seen worse. And decent pitch. You can fly this outdoors. I mean, you could shoot this thing outdoors if you wanted to with the discs, but I'm gonna elect not to because I don't wanna lose them. You only get 20. But I mean, for what it is, it's not a terrible flyer. I just wish it does have this little issue with the altitude hold. So total hands off the stick. We're bobbing around a little bit here, but it's holding the hover fairly well, but it is going up and down. And wind seems to be pushing it this way a little bit. Just a very slight breeze out this afternoon. So, but you know, I gotta say overall, I'm having a blast with this quad. It is super fun. So let's just demonstrate our auto land here. So if you bring it in, push the button, and it'll land itself. Uh-oh. All right, hold the button for the kill switch. So that took a while to shut down on the kill. Let's try that again over here in the dirt maybe. So it took a decent amount of time to shut down on the kill. That's one thing I really dislike about altitude hold quads. They don't have like the dedicated, this one apparently sort of does have that shut off. Oh, we got wind pushing it. Go into the wind here, and I'll just let that die down for a second. You get a decent flight time on this too. To be perfectly honest with you, I have not run the battery down. I'm not sure whether you get some sort of LVC. It has these two little, a green LED in the front and a red in the back. Very hard to see them unless you're directly under them. So I don't even know if maybe the transmitter gives you some sort of audible thing. So, whoops, I'm going the wrong way here. So let's do a landing. So I hit the auto land button. Oh, come on. Yeah, I have had, this is another issue I've had, is that sometimes it just doesn't want to land. So we'll hit the land button again. I do find that if you give it any sort of input, after you hit the auto land there, it will start to, you know, go up again. So let's test this. Let's just say I'll go over here on the grass when I do this. Let's just say we get ourselves in trouble here and we lost control of the quad, or we lost orientation or something. So let's hold this button, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 3 seconds and it'll shut off for you. So not too bad when you're in the air, but say you're flipped over and you're trying to hit that button, that is kind of a long time to kill the props. You know, you're probably tearing up, these are geared motors. You could do a lot of damage to them if you flip over like that and you're hitting the auto shut off and it takes 3 seconds. So let's put it down again. We'll go up, and I'm not going to give you a full run of this guy. I'll put it on the screen on what the average flight time is. So the LTX Treme shooter drone, really not a bad flyer, and the big thing is it shoots the discs, and that's why you would buy this one. You're not going to necessarily buy this to be a great sport flyer, but whoa, we got some wind, pretty strong wind there. And it fought it once I got it going, but yeah, you're definitely not going to want to fly this on too windy of a day outdoors. Mostly going to be an indoor flyer for you. It did come with the prop guards. It looks kind of ridiculous with the prop guards, and I would suggest taking them off. It's going to fly a lot better. So I'm like, you know, going into the wind here. We got a decent wind. So now it's got its back to the wind, and now the wind died down, so it's not too bad. Anyway, let's see if we can do a hand landing here. We got like a bug chasing it or something, and now the wind picks up. So I'm gonna hit the button here. Nope, let's kill it. Oh, couldn't catch it. Couldn't catch it. Wind took it. So there you go, durability test. I got a little hair. Looks like one of my daughter's hairs that was stuck in there. That's what happens when you fly indoors. Anyway, we got somebody blowing leaves or something. I apologize for that. You know, if you're in the market for a novelty drone that's going to shoot discs, I think your kids, or if you're a big kid like myself, you're going to have a lot of fun with this guy. So, you know, don't expect the greatest flyer in the world, but it doesn't fly half bad, and you get a good flight time out of it. It does have the 10 discs it will hold. It comes with 20, will hold 10. One bit of a downer is, you know, you got to reload it quite a bit, but I'm not going to hate on it for that, because I mean, how many discs do you really want to be able to fit in there and still fly and shoot? If you're interested in this, I'll have it linked in the description, and we'll be coming back with more videos. Hope you enjoyed this one.